So, welcome back to my channel. So, guess what? I'm really excited about something. Now, this is not junk journaling because this is art journaling. And so, I was so excited because Angie, who her channel is now called Angie's Old
Welcome
School.
to Demo with Dean.
Oh, sorry about that. That's Dina. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Angie. Her channel is called Angie's Old School Crafts, right? And so she came on. She was gone for a minute, but she back. Gone for a minute, now she back. So she's doing a faux leather art journal. Now, she was inspired by Dina Wakley, and I know you guys know who she is. She's just one of the few that is just great at art journaling, collaging, and all that. And Robin McClendon is also the queen of jelly prints and collaging. So if you like collaging and you like art journaling, you need to jump on this bandwagon. So the first thing is you need a book. So she had a book that she had got from the Dollar Tree, and it's about this big. Now I don't have my ruler, but I'm gonna guesstimate this is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by about 8 by 12. That's how big this book is. So you want to get a book this large. You don't have to, but it's nice to have a book this big. She said at the Dollar Tree they have tons of books. Okay, so you get your book, right? And we're gonna faux leather the cover with paper bags, also from the Dollar Tree. But what you're gonna do, the first thing you're gonna do is get your book. Now this is a United States life history book. And what you're gonna do in this is like you're gonna go through the pages and you're gonna keep one page and then you're gonna tear out 2 pages. Now it doesn't really matter what your book is like because you're going to cover all this. You're not going to see it. Now the reason why it's called a faux leather ledger art journal is because you're going to go back. What she did, she went back after that and she downloaded ledger papers from the computer and she glued them on top of each page. So the background of each page would be like a ledger book, something antique, vintage like looking. So then you take your one page, okay, and then you and I probably should just, I'm going to leave both of the descriptions to the videos in my description or comments so you can go see. And so then you take out 2 pages, okay, and then you keep one. And then you take out 2 pages, and then you keep one. And you just keep doing this until you get to the end of the book. You take out 2. You keep one, you take out 2. Okay, so you got that part until you get to the end. And then you're going to go back and then you're going to cover all of these pages with some kind of paper. She used ledger paper. So what I'm going to do is use book pages, or I have some old vintage papers, and I'm going to cover each of my pages with those old vintage papers. And you're doing that to make it sturdy. So I have a bunch of papers like this, and they look like this. And they're just old papers, book pages, vintage papers. You could use music sheets. You could use any old ledger papers like these. I'm going to cover all my pages with these because we're just going to go back and collage over them or paint over them or whatever. So you could use whatever paper you want to cover your pages. You're just trying to make your pages sturdy so that they'll be able to hold the paint and all the mixed media that we're going to put on top of the pages, okay? So you got that, right? So then, let me put these away. So then, once you do that, in order to make it look like leather, you got to use the paper bags. And so this is what mine looks like so far. So that's my book. So it went from this to this. So inside, I took each paper. See, I'm just putting vintage paper on each of my pages. This is book pages. And I'm just going back through. And I'm going to put like leather paper on here just to make the page sturdy so that I can go back and paint on them or collage on each page. So you're just trying to make the paper sturdy so it'll hold the paint and stuff, right? And so tonight I'm going to finish up all these pages. And then you don't really end up with a lot of pages because you took out 2 and then you keep one and then take out two. So you're going to end up taking out like 20, 30, 40 pages. And so then you need to go back and what's the word I'm looking for? You know, to make the pages sturdy. Reinforce. You're going to go back and reinforce each page with something. She used ledger paper or vintage papers that she downloaded off the computer, but I don't have time to do that. I'm just going to use the papers that I already have because I have tons of paper, like book pages, and I'm just going to go back and redo them because I'm going to collage on each paper. It's going to be an art journal. Okay, so then the next step was she made it look like faux leather. And so this is how my faux leather looks. And we haven't decorated it yet. We haven't decorated the front. We just made the cover. That's where we're at. So I'm trying to get you on the bandwagon so you can get your book, do your pages, and make your cover. Okay? So what you do with the cover is you're going to open your book like this. And all you do, you have these cheap, you go get these cheap paper bags. The thinner the better. You get them at the Dollar Tree. Okay? And then you're going to tear the paper bag up. And you're just going to crinkle it back. You're going to tear it up in pieces. This is how I did mine. And then you're going to crumble it up like that. You're going to crumble it up. And then once you open it, you're going to just collage your cover with these papers. And you want to make it really wrinkly. And so you can use matte medium, Elmer's glue, what's that other stuff? Mod Podge. I use Fabri-Tac because that's what I have sitting here. And then make sure you let it go all the way over to the edges. So then you just start putting it on like that. And then you collage it because you're trying to make it look like leather. You're going to put it like that. Then you're going to glue this down. You're going to do your whole cover with this brown bag like that. And you go like that. And then you're going to do it like this. And so then you're going to... And then I went back over mine with a glue stick and some glue, right? And I let it dry. Do the whole book, right? Because you're going to do your whole cover because you're going to make it look like leather. Okay, so then you got it like this. Mine is still kind of wet. So I got to still let it dry. And it looks kind of cool, huh? It kind of looks like an old leather book. But I did that with a paper bag, girlfriend, a paper bag. And so then she went over hers with different types of paint, but I just went over mine with Tim Holtz Distress ink. Then once I had it down, I took my Tim Holtz Distress ink. I had a brown and a black. I took the brown, and I just went over the whole thing like this with the brown. Just went over it. And they gave it that color, right? That's the brown. Then I took the black, and then I went over the edges. See that? And I went over the edges. So kind of make it look old. See? I keep doing it, it's just getting darker and darker. And then it looks like that. And you just let it dry. And then when you finish, it's going to look like an old leather book. Like an old leather book. And then we're going to decorate that. We ain't got that far yet. Because we're still letting this dry. Because it's still wet right here. Right? Okay, and so then we're going to have our pages. And so now I just need to go back and just reinforce all my papers. And then once I do that, I can come back and then paint on them, collage on them, or whatever it is that she's saying we're doing. We're just going to do art. And if you have some jelly prints, you need to break them out because we're going to collage. Because I'm going to collage with my jelly prints. This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be all about art and color. So I want you to do this. If you like to collage, if you like art and mixed media, Angie's going to follow Dina. I'm going to follow Angie, and hopefully you follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Right up that art journal pathway, okay? So this is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing today. I'm getting my book ready because I'm about to do this faux leather art journal. And inside it's going to be mixed media and collage. So if you like those things, I hope you give it a try. So all you need is a book, some paper bags. If you don't have this ink, you could use brown or black acrylic paint, okay? Because once you, and some extra papers like this to reinforce your papers that you already got. You can reinforce your papers with book pages if you want to. Just do it all in book pages, okay? I hope this is making sense. And then you're just using the ink is so that you can just color this so it kind of looks like a faux leather book. So that's why we got the ink. So what you think? You in or you out? Well, anyways, that's what I'm doing, and I hope you give it a try too. And I'm gonna link everybody's thing in the description or in the comments. All right, so that's what's on my craft table. What's on yours?